雨降る風の中、ふるさとを思う。拙者と故郷のつながりはもうこの刀のみでござる。
Okay. Test.
知ってるか、総選儀式が。総選儀式。また良くないことが起きたの。
Okay. Everything sounds.
手元に葉があるのなら、拙者が草笛で一曲奏でよう。
Hopefully it's good.
知ってるか、総選儀式が。
Figure it out. Just
総選儀式。また良くないことが起きたの。
just adjust some stuff.
知ってるか、総選儀式が。
Okay. よいしょ。
これほど美しき景色を見れば、おのずと旅がしたくなるものであろう。
知ってるか、総選儀式が。
Good morning. Yeah, no. Ugh, no energy. Alright, let's do some spiral. Let's do some spiral. Last spiral. 6, and before Inazuma. Hopefully they changed that. Let's see. Brumous Moon. When an active character triggers a Swirl reaction on a nearby opponent, a Brumous Aura that lasts 8 seconds will be left in the location where the reaction took place. The aura will inflict 1 count of damage to opponents within it every 2 seconds. A Brumous Aura can be generated once every 9 seconds. Yep. It's all just... It's for the swirl, all the swirl. Things changed as expected. Go. Oh, actually, I can actually use Diluc this time. Try this. That was my alarm for actually getting it. Hopefully with Inazuma they decide to change up first parts of Spiral just to get all nice. This. full sub DPS. That does damage. Oh, his artifacts are scuffed.
岩山八九そこみんなは俺が守る燃えろ
無駄な努力をやめたら降参しなさい。いや取るに足らないわ。
天道ここにあり風の赴くはっ
その命いただいたわ。無駄な努力をやめたら
風よそれそこだ
See the cryo resistance before. First time I've ever seen cryo resistance out of an actual
変えよ燃やし尽くせ
7号式モジュール
西洋鍋せっ
6308式ユニット安全距離確認。
裁きを受けよ
無双の風シミュレート
わめくがいいせっひゃっへっせっ難攻不落風のゆせい雲がく借りなく時みんながそばにいてくれるわ傷天道万象
取るに足らないわさようなら諦めなさい。
Shots like all that. That's true.
火炎よ燃やし尽くせはっはっはっ
These guys first.
吸引テスト開始。
判決を下す
そんな
消えろ無能ここだいざはっいざ難攻不落全力攻撃食らえ
取るに足らないわ降参しなさい諦めなさい
前はっはっはっ
いや
Oh, nice. Or not. It's so weird. Luke. It's very powerful, but it's just very strange. I think I've gotten too used to jangling because of the way it's her. I just throw down Golba and just let him go at it. It's just weird using him instead. It's not a bad thing. Just get used to. But I'm sure that'll change up once we get to Inazuma, hopefully. Uh,
裁きを受けよ
式文字安全距離
判決を下す。
6308式安全距離吸引テスト開始。
西洋鍋無能100せ風よ無能
生成ルテン我が名はドアクシン君なり
火炎よ燃やし尽くせ。
No,
まだ調
Sucrose.
整する必要がある。
Dang. Hi there.
超拡散形態
判決を下す。消えろせ無能せここだはっえっいえはっはっせ
安全距離確認。
行くぞ。
7号式モジュールや
裁きを受けよ。
Yeah, they are. But
西
kind
洋
of like
な
one of those things where it's like,
いえここだ
what's the point? Oh,
触るな。
いけよ
へっえっひゃっへっ
Go. Yeah, they're quite annoying, but it's kind of the point of them. It's mostly the point of the majority of this war. It's just to
天道
be
ここにあり
just
無駄
really
な努力を
annoying.
やめたら
みんなは俺がままくらえ。
さようなら
もみちばを散らまくやはっそれそここれよっや風よふっはっふっ剣女盤石はっはっそこだはっはっそれはっみんながそばにいてせえこれふっやマイふっ行こう
That's okay. I don't know. To me, floor 9 and 10 aren't really... Well, I'm saying that as he's been playing launch. 9 and 10 aren't really supposed to be super challenging. They're just mostly like supposed to ease you into the challenge of like the other floors, if that makes sense.
吸引テスト開始。6308式ユニット
They should. They're good.
燃やし尽くせ
They should be good enough challenges where it's like not super
無双の
steamroll
風
for like players, but it should give them a good idea of like, oh, this is the type of challenges you should expect.
裁きを受けよわめくがいい邪魔するなここだいえ無能ここだ
Because in theory, if you're like AR,
ここだ
what, 55?
行くぞ
In theory, if you're like AR 54, 55, for newer like players, floor 10 should be around your world level. So if you can't handle the things in your world level, then probably aren't super ready for, or probably ready for like 11, 12. Because that's when the level will matter a lot more. But
無駄な努力をやめたら
みんなは俺が守ってやはっふったはっよった
さようなら取るに足らない
せいそへいやまいふっふっふっくらえ
especially this chamber of floor 10, where it's literally just the cryohypostasis. Like, you can just practice this all you want, because this doesn't change between the overworld, other than the fact that it's a cryohypostasis.
戻れ
無駄ひゃっへっへっ
吸引テスト開始
判決を下す
Yeah, Yanfei's really good for that. It's, you don't have to chase it around as much. It does actually move quite a bit, and then she can stay out of most of the attack patterns. But, yeah.
剣女盤石みんながそばにいて
無駄な努力を
風の赴く
I'm assuming we'll run Eon with her as well, so she can get like bigger melt damage on her charge attacks. I really want to get I really want to try out Yanfei. Like when I was playing her in her trial, like when she was first released, I was really enjoying her like smooth animations. And like her damage seems really good as well, but it's hard to tell with the trials since they usually give some of the better gear, better optimized stats and stuff for that. But she felt really good. I think it's worth trying out. Dude, this is Geo Team second. Keep forgetting. Every time I come in here, I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Alright. Yeah. I think, yeah. Oh well. Just go with my standard. Kazuha.
ここだ。無能。くだらない。
断罪の名において安全距離6308。
お嬢様の仰せのままに。またか。
諸行無常。吸引テスト開始。
It's a little messy.
難攻不落。風の行く先雲がく借りなく時。
諦め。その命いただいたわ。
いざ天道、ここにあり。
無駄な努力をやめたら。さっさようなら。
はっよっせ
取るに足らないわ。
風よ。ふっ
降参しなさい。
天道万象。せ参る。はっ
姿を無双の風シミ6308。
消えろ。ここだ。無能。いざ難攻不落。みんなは俺が守る。それそこだ。風の歌雲の行くごと。
That was disgusting. Yeah. Oh, what this? Xiao doesn't really. Xiao and Fischl don't really use burst damage.
断罪の名に吸引テスト開始。いけ。もっ超拡散系夜の剣。
ひゃっせ行くぞ。
聞きたまえ。ここにて命じ。
西洋鍋。はっ逃がさね。せここだ。
Yes. Floor 11 second chambers never, like Fatui in general, are never an issue with me. Because this team especially, it's never been an issue. Like, my Geo team's never had issue with Fatui. If anything, they've been my counter to Fatui because I just outright kill them for the most part.
剣女盤石天道ここにあり。
無駄な努力をやめ。さような。
いざ風のせい全力攻撃だ。くらえ。
あきるや。
もみちが散らまく惜しみ。霹靂先陣。
無駄な努力をやめ。
行こう風をしろ。はっみんながそばにいる。
その命いただいた。
天理チョーク。はっとやこれとくらえ。はっはっはっ雲がく借り
The
や
only issue is
よ前せい
the Herald, because he just moves too much. I wish. I don't have any good cryo characters currently, so he's always been an issue with me. But this is the part where I usually struggle. 12 is actually where I struggle, so we'll see how this goes this time. I usually only or get 9 with like a few seconds left, but it's okay. It's official second half. Yep. This one is the only one where I switched teams around. Yeah. Phase only 60. I really want to get her up. Probably, I want to actually use her as a DPS as well. So that way she can chase down the freaking lectors. Or not the lectors, the heralds. Because, yeah, because of her long range attack, she doesn't have to like run up to them all the time. That's the idea, anyway. But the Fischl, Sucrose, Xiao. So that's right. Bro, we should be better. Hold on.
難攻不落みんなは俺が風のはもみちば散らまく天道ここにありは
降参しなさい。無駄な努力をやめたら。くらえ
はっ俺天理チョーク
無双の風6308式ユ
わめくがいいここだ無能ここだ無駄だ
影のカラス諸行無中戦法開け権威吸引テスト開始7号式モジュール
行くぞ
はや
西洋鍋はっせひゃっここだ
I don't know. Don't worry. 12-3 is gonna be a struggle bus. Hey, Elements Master, I'll take that.
難攻不落風をそれそこだいや雲が借りなくそ
の命いただいたわ。いや取るに足らないわ。さようなら。
天道万象全力攻撃だよっもみちば散らまく
諦めなさい。その命いただいたわ。無駄な努力をやめたらた
Yeah.
降参しなさい。
When you say previous abyss, did you mean the last blessing? Like during Fischl moon? Or do you like the last format where it was like completely different with what is it called? The Aqua Hell Zoo? Aqua Zoo or whatever they named it.
姿を見せよ生成ルテン
It's, like, even that one was probably the hardest spiral they introduced there.
お嬢様の仰せのままに
Oh, last week with Fischl moon. Well, Fischl moon's not any different other than just like the blessing's not Blessing's just not a damage one. Results here. Push actions as well. Okay. Yeah. Well, Priest Call Moon's just an energy one, an energy dumper type one.
吸引テスト開始。安全距離吸引テスト開始。
くだらないざれ言
Ah, no, don't die.
よ
Go. Alright, I think I have all alts. Okay, yeah, I have all alts ready. Go. This should be good. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it depends on the teams you run. Like, I guess if you... Breeze Call was definitely more for, like, burst rotation type teams, where, like, you relied heavily on just, like, your damage from bursts to clear the stuff. Yahoo! But I don't think it was too bad, but that's my impression of it. Yes, show me the truth and light of the abyss while you lose phase faster. I can kill you faster. All the time I can get the next floor. Okay, good. Phew. Okay. Got. Okay. This is when I'm gonna slightly shut up, because this is where I usually screw up a lot.
姿を超拡散形態。
西洋鍋無能
影のカラスが。安全距離。吸引テスト開始。我が名はドアクシン君なり。断罪の名において。7号式モジュール。安全距離確認。
無駄だ消えろ無能
お嬢様の
吸引テスト開始。超拡散形態。姿を見せよ。聞きたまえ。ここにてめ。行け。断罪。
Ugh. Okay. Alright. That went better than last time. Yeah, I usually barely squeak by with that. I have to... For 12-3 is actually a challenge, which is good, but also just painful. Because the way I have to clear it is I have to basically do it as fast as possible on the first half with the Geo team, which is why I stack my Geo team as much as I can, like saving up alts and if I remember saving up alts, and then just abusing like Pyro Swirls with Bennett Kazuha, and then I know Ningguang and Zhongli well, Zhongli is just useful throughout that 12-3-1, just for the petrify, because C6 Zhongli. But yeah, Ningguang's damage currently is kind of insane. I was trying to roll for the sword, and I magically got an R2 Skyward Atlas, which I was kind of mad about, and then I realized, no, this is actually probably one of the better things on the banner that I could get, especially for my teams, because just this in general, just like the effect in general is kind of insane, plus the fact that the effect here, the Wandering Cloud like Seeker thing, persists even when she switches out, and it's still, I think it's still based off of her attack, and the bolt does like 10k damage, which is kind of nuts. So it's free damage for her, and unlike, what is it? Unlike Lost Prayer, she doesn't have to like stay on the field to keep like getting the stacking bonus. This one will actually outdamage Skyward if I leave her on the field, but for the most part, it's better. Skyward Atlas ends up being better in my case because of the way I play. But yeah, just phasing them as fast as possible with actual damage, and then shredding with elemental mastery resistances and stuff, or elemental mastery characters for the shields. So that's where I kind of have it set up for 12-3-1, is just that. I'll do a quick electro hypostasis, because my goal right now is to get everyone to Ascend 5. Weird of a goal that is, but it's fun. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping, at least because of Inazuma, they'll change up the entirety of like 9 and 10. That's what I'm hoping they'll do, is make it match the kind of like the region, because we've had the cold version of Spiral for so long. That's mostly because it's like this kind of sort of Mondstadt-y type patch, and then 11 and 12 kind of more match view in a way, which is weird. Yeah, I don't know, cryo teams are probably gonna be what I definitely need to get a cryo up. What am I doing? Okay. Update my list here. Did I grab the treasure? I can't remember. Oh well. Oh no, I never did. Okay. Go. Oh, man. That's more than I was expecting. Let's see. Of course it's defense. Why wouldn't it be defense? Oof. Of course, they're all HP. Why wouldn't they all be HP? Keepable. Defense. So many attacks that I just can't use. Well, there's no. I shouldn't say can't use, I should just say there's no characters that utilize it. Oh well. But yeah, I don't know. Currently, I want to get everyone to Ascend 5, so that way, in case, mostly for future proofing, and then also side benefit of just getting more like rolls on standard, because you get another antiquated fate for everyone at Ascend 5. I think I have quite a few characters now, so I could get them all to Ascend 5, and in case they become relevant for like Spiral or something, at least their levels are up there, so their level, like the damage difference isn't too great with the mobs in Spiral. That helps a lot. I don't know. Really loving Diluc though, even though like I literally just moved all of Yangling's artifacts straight over to him, so they're not even like plus 20, and these are all just very bad pieces, like in general. Like these aren't optimized. It's just a lot of just like throw it together because I just needed the 4-piece for the set bonus. At least that's what I was thinking for Zhongli, but now that I actually have Diluc and Kazuha is mostly done, yeah, I can't really think of any other improvements I could do for him other than just, well, maybe just getting like an elemental like mastery headpiece, but I do like his base damage kind of with the crit, so it's not too bad. Yeah, only thing I can think of is like elemental mastery with headpiece with maybe a crit rate substat. That would be nice for him. Oh yeah, I've also been really enjoying Jean. I think she's probably one of the better healers currently that you could get because of just like everything in her kit just being so easy to use. Like this, her E does good damage. The Q feels like Barbara's, where it's just like a full party like reset almost, and then the cleanse is really nice, like consistently cleansing team with Swirl. So that's super nice. And then she also has just like, this is actually probably the best part of it, is just like the fact that she can heal without actually using skills. It's just her attacking heals your party. So it's just like, it's probably the most efficient like healer you can get in the game currently because she requires no skills to actually heal your team. And then she has an actual heal that will basically heal you to full. So like it kind of works out. And then the fact that she can get energy back for using her ulti is really good. Even if the ulti is like what, 80 energy cost? Yeah. It's really easy to like get for her. Especially if you're running double Anemo teams. But I just have to figure out where to slot her because currently Sucrose is Sucrose is probably, what is it?
Yes.
Sucrose is super strong right now, so I feel like switching her for Sucrose would be really bad. I'd actually want to do, what is it? Where to get to the party menu? There's not. Whatever. I'm thinking maybe a future team that I want to try. I kind of want to try Jean, Sucrose, or Diluc, and Mona together. That way I can do big vaporizes. Like set up like Hydro Swirl, like with the set up Hydro Swirl with Isomer, and vaporize it all with Diluc with the damage bonus and everything attached, and then all gathered together. But I will say Sucrose Xiao is really like, that's like the core of my current like Anemo team. because like I think I've mentioned it several times before, like Sucrose pairs so well with Xiao simply because like her gathering ability is pretty consistent. You have the frags, you can energy, you can like battery Xiao very easily without actually like getting any like energy recharge or like very little of it. In addition to that, now with the buffs to EM and
Yes.
stuff, Sucrose actually does so much damage just by herself. So it's really nice. Yeah, and then Swirl, and then you can literally just kind of run. The thing with that though is like, oh right, that's the other thing. Because of her gather, doesn't throw them too high into the air. Xiao's plunge attacks, even on like if you time it incorrectly with like them dropping to the floor, like if they go up and he plunges down at the same time they go up, he'll still hit them, which is super nice. Unlike Venti, which was the original like gather, like Venti just pulls them way too high for Xiao to utilize, unless you have like C1 Xiao with triple dashes, but even then that's kind of it doesn't feel great when doing that, because like even if you don't do plunge attacks, they're still too high for Xiao to hit. Xiao will be short, fortunately. Venti, another one I'd like to try is like Venti, Mona, Yanfei, and maybe Bennett there. But at that point, I might as well just use Sucrose instead of Venti because of the EM buffs. Oddly, Venti is kind of like, now he's less favorable because he does a lot of damage and he does a lot of damage and he does like a lot of good control, but the problem is he has a lot of weird like small things that make him hard to use or hard to utilize with people. But then again, maybe I just don't have the right characters to pair with him up, but because I know like NT Zarya can Rosaria, like Yanfei, like a melt like sort of team would work really well. But I don't know, with the way EM is currently, Sucrose I think edges out Venti overall in the support category of just like if you need someone just to gather, do damage, like and give like good like damage buffs, I would rather bring Sucrose over Venti at this point, because Venti literally doesn't bring on anything to your party in terms of buffs other than just like his sheer amount of control, which in current Spiral, I don't know if you necessarily need all of that. I mean, he's really good against the Lectors, because he can keep them in place. I'm not so sure about the Heralds though. I don't think he does as much pulling for the Heralds. I run 4-piece Wanderers on Yanfei. This is a really scuffed set. I don't have anything. I literally don't have anything for Yanfei right now. This is just like random pieces of random stuff that I was using that I just kind of threw on her. Yanfei, I don't know what I would run. I mean, I have no shortage of catalysts. I'll put it that way. Because I still have the Dodo Kit Tails, I have an R3 Solar Pearl that I'm not using. Yeah, I think, well, everyone's lacking in Anemo characters because Anemo, for some reason, only has one 4-star. Here's to hoping Sayu is a 4-star so we can actually have another 4-star like Anemo character that's accessible. But I would say Sucrose is probably out of like the Anemo, like I would say Sucrose is in a really good spot right now, and if you can get her up, I think she'll be actually a really good and like character to invest into in the long run, just because of the way her kit's set up, and the current and the way that MiHoYo has changed elemental mastery and elemental reactions in general, I think Sucrose is going to be really, really good for a long time now because of just like how things are structured. I think it'll only get better if once like electro like type of reactions get buffed more. I think the current buffs are good, but I think they could just push it a little higher because I still just doesn't like compare in terms of damage. That or I don't see them toning down Melt or Vaporize at all. So that might be a thing, but yeah, Sucrose helps a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I've always liked Sucrose, just overall, like characterization wise and stuff. It's like, oh, okay, like cute, shy alchemist type, and then throws literal giant like things, like giant like sprites at things to gather them and deal damage. Okay, like it's kind of cool. But yeah, I would say if you have Jean and Sucrose, it's pretty good. If you put them on the same party, like that's pretty ideal. Because Sucrose, once again, with sac frags, she can literally just battery any Anemo character she wants, very easily. Like her and well, fortunately, her and Kazuha don't really like synergize in terms of like their buffs. They still synergize in the terms of just like Sucrose can keep enemies in Kazuha's like field to keep doing damage, and in theory, she could swirl a different element that's not what Kazuha is swirling, so you can get double swirls. But if you pair Sucrose with Jean, she would battery Jean really well. And Jean is just like a push launch, so even if things aren't in Sucrose's like isomer, Jean can push them back into it, something like that. That's an idea, deal, can try. But yeah, Jean's really fun. I really like her. I don't know. These are all just kind of like leftover pieces, or like kind of like half like scrapped together pieces that I have of. But I don't think. What is it? If I do run Jean, depending on who she's being run with, I might switch it to Noblesse, but we'll see. I might even just switch her straight to Gladiators, or maybe 2 attack pieces. I don't know. Well, I'll figure out Jean another time. My priority right now is Diluc, because oh god, these artifacts are all bad. Yeah. Alright, I think this is where I cut off the stream. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, here's to 2.0 and hopefully a different spiral like setup, because I like this one currently, but we'll see if it's going to be more cancerous or not, because potentially it could be more electro like draining type leyline disorders, or all the buffs are going to be electro based. So at that point it's going to be we'll see. Right, bye.